time for Desire to Inspire Friday on Commit to Wealth Podcast.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Desire to Inspire Friday. These are weekly tips and words of advice to help motivate you and push you in your business and your personal lives. Today we're talking about procrastination. Well, what is procrastination? Procrastination is the action of delaying or postponing something. Let me tell you something, guys. This is something that we're all guilty of on a daily basis. Doesn't matter who you are. I'm guilty of it. You're guilty of it. It's something that we all do constantly on a daily basis. And sometimes we just don't know it. We do it subconsciously, or it may be something small where we believe it's, you know what, it's not that big of a deal. But guess what? Those little things, they're actually huge because those little things actually turn into big things. I mean, it becomes a bad habit and it's something that we can't necessarily get rid of easily. So whether it's big or small, we all do it on a daily basis. And to tell you the truth, it's something that we all struggle with at one point or another in our lives. We all struggle with it. I struggle with it as well sometimes. So, but why do we keep procrastinating? What are the reasons for that? I mean, there's a couple of different reasons for that. The main two are fear of failure and fear of being uncomfortable. And so fear comes from your mind. It's the way it's wired. Your mind is designed to stop you from doing anything that might hurt you. And because it's like that, you tend not to do things that are uncomfortable for you. So what do we do to stop the procrastination? There's a few different things I want to share with you here. First, write down your goals every day and make sure you have a deadline. The deadline is just as important as writing the goals down. I mean, I could write down my goals every day, but if I don't have a deadline, then when is it going to get done? Is it going to get done today? Will it get done tomorrow? You have to make sure you have a deadline on there. That's so important. That's one of my biggest things is if you don't know what you want, then how do you know what it is that you have to do? So write down your goals every single day and have a deadline. Another one is picture what it is that you want. Visualize it. Put pictures on the wall. Put them in your bedroom. I have pictures in my bedroom that remind me every single day. Put them next to your calendar. Put them next to your computer. Put pictures where it's a reminder that you got to get your goals done. You got to get your stuff done. Get to it. There's no waiting. There's no reason to wait. Another is getting rid of distractions. That's a huge one. We all have distractions every single day, whether it's through social media, notifications that come on your computer, and you just, let me just check this and see what it is about. Email notifications. I mean, there's various different distractions that we have to just get rid of. If it's not important and it doesn't have to get done today, it doesn't have to get done here in the next couple hours, then it can wait. Do what's more important right now, and the rest can wait later on, whenever you get downtime. Next one is accountability. And this is big too, because you got to have someone to hold you accountable, whether that's your husband, your wife, your business partner. Have somebody that holds you accountable. Tell them what it is that you want and then have them hold you accountable. It's very critical to do that. Be around and surround yourself with those that are where you want to be. And the reason I say that is because these type of people are the ones that bring out the best in you. If you're able to surround yourself with these kind of people, then you're able to push harder because they're successful and you see them have success on a constant basis. So then you want to do the best you can as well. If you're always around people that don't have the same interests as you or the same ambitions as you, then they're not going to be able to bring out the best in you. Tell others about your goals is the next one. And the reason I say this is because they're going to ask you later on when they see you again. So it's kind of like whenever I told, people that I was going to start a podcast, and the next time I saw them, they asked me, it's like, how's the podcast going? So I had to explain to them. It's like, well, it's going. And the truth is that I was procrastinating. I wasn't really focused on it 100%. But being around those kind of, those situations, it really helps because it's like a fire. It's like it lights a fire in you and it helps you push harder. It's like, you know what? I got to get this done. Let me just go ahead and get it done. Another example is when I first decided to get into real estate investing, I told a few of my friends, I told some family members, and they would ask me, so how's it going with real estate? Have you found your first property? Have you closed on the first property? And it's those kind of little moments. If I hadn't told them, then I would have kept procrastinating and I would have never got started in real estate. And so make sure you tell people around you. Make sure you tell them your goals. Tell them, and they're going to ask you later, and you have to have an answer. And to avoid that, then don't procrastinate. And guys, once you're able to achieve one of your goals that you were going after, then make sure to reward yourself. This is when you can take a nap, turn on Netflix for an hour or two, listen to music. Girls, you can treat yourself to a facial, manicure, or whatever. You guys get the point. But these rewards are so critical. They're so important because you were able to avoid the procrastination. And so you have to be able to reward yourself. There's got to be a little treat at the very end. And last but not least, and the most important of all, is to start. Start. Just start now. Don't wait. There's no reason for you to wait. If there's something that's got to be done, then do it. Just get it out the way. You guys have to start. It's so important. I want to share with you guys a couple of different apps that I've used and have found to be helpful. There's one that's called Moment. It's Moment. And basically what it does is it captures and tracks screen time and what it is that you're browsing on the internet or on your phone, I should say. So basically the way it works is anytime you're on your phone and whatever it is that you're doing, if you're on your phone checking emails or on social media or whatever it is that you're doing on your phone, it's constantly keeping track of what it is and where you spend your most time. So I really find that pretty helpful. It's called Moment, Moment. Check that out, guys. Another one is A Tracker. It's ATRACKER, A Tracker. And so basically on this one, what you can do is you can make a list. You make a list of different things that you are wanting to do throughout the day, different tasks. So once you start that task, then you select it on your app, and then it pretty much is like a timer kind of, or a stopwatch, I should say. And so it keeps track of how long you're doing a certain task. So whenever you're done with it, then you just click on it again, and then it's able to keep track of what you spend your most time on throughout the day. And it's not necessarily on your phone. It's just a different task. Like, okay, I'm going to go to the gym. And so you click on it and it's like you spent 2.5 hours at the gym. Okay, well, that might be a little too long. Or, you're watching movies and you found yourself watching movies for five hours. Well, yeah, that's a bit too long there. So that's another good little app that you guys can use. And I think you will find very helpful. So Moment and A Tracker. Check those apps out, guys. And guys, lastly, I want to say, I get it. I mean, procrastination is difficult. I was procrastinating before I even did this episode. I was like, man, I really don't feel like doing it. But you know what? I thought about it, and it's like, if I'm able to help just one person, just one of you listening, just if I'm able to help just one of you guys, then that will be worth it. That'll be a win. That will be a win for me. That will be a win for you. And so take action and build momentum, guys. Do it. And I want to leave by saying this quote that I really like, and I think you guys will like as well. Here it goes. Imperfect action is better than perfect inaction. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I will see you on the next episode.
Thank you for listening to today's show. Head over to committowealth.com now and access the wealth of information Juan and his team make available exclusively to you, the podcast listener. That's committowealth.com, where wealth begins by giving and is created by having a defined purpose.